Hey guys, it's Anna, and welcome to my channel. Today we are talking about the best summer perfumes. Summer is here. At least it's almost here. The official day is coming up, and I'm going to be sharing with you my top picks of the season. And I just realized I've kind of come full circle on my channel. Now I will have completed every single best of season video. It was either August or September that I started uploading fragrance content, so naturally my first best of season video was fall, so we're completing all 4 seasons today. Very cool. In a couple of months it will have been a year of posting fragrance content. I love it here. Thank you all for your continued support. I appreciate you. So yeah, that brings us to our first fragrance. Lancome's Idole Aura. Ladies and gentlemen, Lancome's Idole Aura has remained my favorite salty vanilla, and I have tried a lot, and I continue to try them. This is still my favorite. There's a lot I dislike. There's a couple that I think are good, but I don't personally want a bottle. But this is just delightful, and I think wildly underrated in the YouTube space. I don't hear anyone talking about this. However, when you go to Ulta, this has a crazy amount of reviews, and it has like an almost 5-star rating. So people love it. This is just a very likable, easygoing perfume. And it's a salty vanilla that's not too salty. And it's also not too sweet. So I love it in the summertime because a perfume that's too sweet in the summer, like it's too much because it's too hot. So it's just the right amount. You get a beautiful, clean musk in here, and then I get a soft jasmine floral note. This is such an easy reach in my collection. You can see the big fat dent that I've put in this perfume, and I got this at the end of summer last year, at the very tail end, and this is the dent I have going on. So I'm wondering if I'm going to go through the bottle this summer. It's possible, or almost get there. And this is actually quite the little compliment getter. Pretty much every single time I wear this, I get a compliment, someone telling me I smell very pretty. Also, this bottle is just a bonus, absolutely stunning, and I love that they have kind of flattened out the bottom here, so you can, in fact, display it as such. And this is also my favorite Idole fragrance. I don't really care for the other ones. They're fine. They smell pleasant. They just don't wow me. They don't do anything for me. But this is very pretty. Also, I wanted to note, this comes alive on my skin. It's actually not my favorite on clothes. It just kind of loses the magic. I don't know. It gets very addicting on my skin. It's just like this like slightly warm, addicting, lightly salty vanilla, powdery, just pretty girl perfume. So yeah, get this on your skin. Next, let's talk about a couple of fragrances from Skylar. This one, Salt Air, is my favorite from Skylar. This is so freaking pretty. When it comes to summer, this is the kind of scent profile I freaking adore. Like a fresh, aquatic, coconut water, beachy kind of scent. Yeah, this just transports me to the beach. If I can freaking smell it. I can smell the sand. I can smell the driftwood. I can smell the sea spray. I can smell the cliffs nearby, a perfect amount of frangipani. It's not too loud, but just the perfect amount to give it that summery, tropical, floral touch. Oh my gosh, it's just perfect. And for a really hot day, this is so refreshing. It has this cooling kind of effect. And I'm so sad to not go in depth about Guerlain's Coconut Fizz because it's discontinued. They hate me. Thank you, Guerlain. But this is an excellent alternative. This is the closest fragrance that I've found to Coconut Fizz. It's not a dupe, but instantly when I smell it, it totally vibes, and it really does remind me of that fragrance. And so I feel a little bit better. Having this now. This just gives me all the island vibes, and I think this bottle encompasses the scent very well. It's chic, understated, clean, and yet just so addicting. My other favorite from Skylar is Capri Summer. And I was very skeptical about this. I was being a little stubborn. Low-key, I felt like I had already made my mind up about this fragrance before I even tried it. I was like, I'm not gonna like that. Because there's neroli and blood orange in here, and I don't have a problem with blood orange, but I hate orange blossom. So I was like, I'm not gonna like that. Much to my surprise, I love it, and incredibly underrated. Don't hear anyone talking about this. I absolutely love this citrus, and I was so skeptical because the notes didn't sell me, and I haven't heard anyone talk about this, so I really wasn't expecting much. So I sprayed this on a test strip first, just to see, like, do I even want to test this out on my skin? And I was immediately intrigued, and I was hella confused. I was like, what? Okay, wait, this smells really freaking good. This is actually my favorite grapefruit orange based perfume I have smelled to date. This is happy, fresh, invigorating, and also has a unique touch to it, which I really didn't expect. It has something lightly sweet to it that is so incredibly addicting. It has to be the blood orange. It's like a slightly sugared blood orange. It's so juicy. Like, this picture on the back of the bottle, perfect. Captures it beautifully. By the way, if you can't tell what that is, it's literally like a close-up of a juicy blood orange glistening in the sun. You get a clean musk and a lovely woody base from the teak wood and vetiver. The neroli isn't bitter at all. It just adds a freshness. It's very likable, fun, mood boosting, and honestly, this is the kind of perfume that wakes you up. And I also want to note that I don't get a strong lily of the valley note. I know a lot of people, including myself, are very sensitive to that note. Not a lot of people are a big fan of that, but this does not come off mature at all. In fact, this comes across very young and lively. It's just such a freaking happy perfume. I do get this slight clean white floral background, but it doesn't scream lily of the valley to me at all. This is mainly a very fresh grapefruit, sugared blood orange teak wood fragrance, and I really love the teak wood note in here. It adds an intriguing, kind of unique woody base that I just love. If you're looking for a pretty, refreshing, yummy citrus perfume, try Capri Summer. Next, let's talk about Floral Street's Arizona Bloom. If you like molecular fragrances with things like Isoe Super, Ambrette, Musk, Ambroxan, things of the sort, try this. This gives me vibes of Le Labo's Another 13, which is my heart, but a coconut uplifting, happy, summery version. I'm like convinced that there's ambergris in here. They don't list it, but I'm convinced. They list amber, but I do not whatsoever get that warm, resinous, like more typical amber kind of scent profile. I get ambergris, where it's that salty, skin-like musk. The base of this fragrance is so addicting and good. It's low-key sexy. We have musk, oak moss, cashmere wood, salt, and not too much of a salty vibe, but enough to where it's like you're at the beach. You can pick up on that saltiness in the air, and then you get a blast of a very crisp, clean coconut. It's like you're getting the coconut meets like a green coconut vibe, and also like a refreshing, cool coconut water. Like I said, very realistic, very fresh. I absolutely adore how this smells, and upon first spray from my little sample, I was like, yeah, I need a bottle of that. And a bottle that I do need to pick up this summer does vibe with Arizona Bloom, which is why obviously I love it. Arquiste Sydney Rock Pool. This is quieter on the coconut in comparison to Arizona Bloom, and I'd say that that whole molecular ambergris musk essence is amplified, and it has mineral notes listed which come off salty, rocky, and the overall vibe of the perfume comes off cooler. There's more of a marine presence, and mentally, the picture that I get between these two fragrances, with Arizona Bloom, there's a lot of sunshine. It's very bright, very happy, uplifting. And with Sydney Rock Pool, I picture being at a very rocky beach. There is sand, but you're surrounded by rocky cliffs, and it's a bit overcast. The sun is setting. It's more woody. I definitely get that driftwood note, and I'd say the coconut leans more coconut water in Sydney Rock Pool, where it leans more coconut meat in Arizona Bloom. You pick up a little bit of that frangipani note, which I just love in summer perfumes. It just adds that touch of that summery floral. And then there's Skin listed. Don't know what that is supposed to convey, but I understand the direction. Kind of like Le Labo's Another 13, because it has this sexy, kind of salty skin, like a little bit of like a drop of a cologne vibe in there. It was good. And the second this perfume touched my skin, I was already looking up where to buy a bottle, because it was reminding me of things that I just love and adore with my whole heart and soul when it comes to fragrance. Like any sort of Another 13 kind of base, and then you give me like a coconut water, woodiness, a little bit of salt to give it uniqueness. I'm all about that. Next up, if you are looking for a unique summer fruity gourmand, we have Neela Vermeire's Bombay Bling. And this is predominantly a mango fragrance, but there is so much character that's added to this perfume. In the opening, this is like, oh, that's cute. Like, she's fruity, she's fun. But the longer it sits on your skin, it starts to develop, it starts to change. It really turns into something very special. This was inspired by the busy, colorful streets of India, and I totally get the vibe. I think they did an amazing job with this perfume. So I mainly get a lot of fruit. We have mango, blackcurrant, lychee. We have some tropical yellow florals, and in the base we have traditionally more deeper notes, but they're never loud. They just give it this character, this slight bit of depth. It's sweetened up a little bit more with vanilla, and then we have like a slight bit of spices in there as well. This is one that you're really gonna have to get your nose on, because I don't think you can picture how this smells just from my description or reading the notes. But if you're into mango perfumes and you appreciate something that's not linear, it's pretty dynamic and very well thought out, check this out. We have a lot going on in here, but it's blended so perfectly, like these notes were meant to be together. It's a very happy fragrance and it smells very exotic. Next up, this has to be my favorite citrus perfume. I swear to you, the more I wear this, the more unique I find it. This is Byredo Bal D'Afrique, and it's so funny because it took me several decants of this to fall in love with it, and now it's like one of my most favorite perfumes in my collection, and I totally understand now why so many people review this to be quite unique. I'm on board with that now. Like, I get it. This is a perfectly done punchy citrus perfume. It's aromatic, it's woody, and it has the perfect amount of fruity sweetness from the blackcurrant. It's just addicting. Sometimes blackcurrant comes off a little bit basic to me. It's in a lot of designer perfumes, giving it this fruity sweetness, and usually I'm just like, but in here, it steals the show. I'm sorry, but the blackcurrant, vetiver, and lemon combo is genius. Oh my gosh, match made in heaven. It has a decent amount of florals in here, but they're all pretty quiet, and it's blended so well. I honestly can't pick out any floral distinctively. A beautiful, clean musk, like just fresh, right out of the laundry kind of musk. This smells ultra chic. Like, your outfit is just always on point, never over the top. It's just always classy. Like, it doesn't matter what the trends are in fashion. If anybody goes back to photos of you, you're always gonna look classy and timeless. It has this really unique earthy quality to this fragrance, but it's so likable. Wow, I'm just so impressed with this, and I absolutely need to get a backup bottle. Super underrated and incredibly lovely. I'm sorry, but this just smells so pretty. Understated, but so pretty. Juliette has a gun, sunny side up. Take a look at the notes and tell me this is not me. This is dainty sandalwood, coconut, lightly sweet vanilla perfection. Oh my gosh. It smells like a cloud, like a woody coconut cloud. It has a touch of that woody molecular kind of base from the Isoe Super and the Ambrette. You guys know I am obsessed with this kind of scent profile, but it's just amped up by this delectable, comforting, powdery, woody, light sweetness, like the freaking coconut milk, giving it that creaminess. The light vanilla is mouthwatering. You guys, this note composition is a match made in heaven. The freaking wood, coconut, vanilla, musk. I love it. I love it all. And if you like fragrances like Parlemoi's Milky Musk, D.S. and Durga's Radio Bombay, I seriously think you would love this. If you are looking for a your skin but better kind of scent, this is incredible. Next up, we have Jo Malone's Wood Sage and Sea Salt, and this is a beautifully done aromatic, citrus, salty, marine, aquatic, refreshing scent for really hot days. It smells very chic, clean, and put together. Herbal, musky, very natural smelling. Jo Malone does that very well in her fragrances. And this is quite a salty perfume. Like, I can feel it in the back of my tongue, but I really like it. It's just different. It's cool. I love the fresh, herbal, woody sage note in here. It has a second skin musk, a refreshing grapefruit, and if I overspray this, this will in fact last me the majority of the day. So I know these are known for being quieter perfumes, but I actually get decent performance with this one. Kayali's Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21 is summer in a bottle. It has that typically summer perfume kind of DNA, and yet this is absolutely my favorite within that family, and it's the only one that I've actually wanted a full bottle of. There's something about it that just sets it apart from other perfumes that it might be compared to. This is mainly a sweet vanilla, creamy coconut. I mean, obviously. And then you get a bunch of white florals, which makes this very pretty. And I could picture you wearing this on a yacht or going out to lunch with your girlfriends. You're going on vacation somewhere in California. It smells like California summer. I pick out some gardenia, honeysuckle, tuberose, and then a little bit of sandalwood and musk. A lot of people really enjoy this perfume, and I can definitely see why. It's just so likable and fun and happy, and I do overspray with this one, and it will then last all day, and I'm just in a cocoon of vanilla coconut. And the last one I'm going to mention is Sol de Janeiro's Sol Cheirosa 62, and this is by far my favorite fragrance within their whole line. I'm sorry, but like the OG, it's where it's at. Again, like Kayali's Utopia, it's just a freaking uplifting, happy perfume. Summer is here. We have no responsibilities. If only that was a thing. Well, for some lucky people it is. This is a delightful summer gourmand. You get a lot of caramel and vanilla in here, but it's never sickly sweet. It's never too much. And a likable nuttiness from almond and pistachio. I'm very picky about nuts in perfumes. It's usually not my thing, but there's just the right amount in here, just the right amount. A touch of salt, a touch of powderiness, and then sandalwood to ground it. This is a very warm fragrance. They don't list it, but I wouldn't be surprised if like a little bit of an amber note was in here. Really fun and really yummy. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already. If you want to see me in any more videos, I'd appreciate it so, so much. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!